Welcome once again to the Dejed and Confucius Audio Media Radio Show. I am Dejed.
And I am Confucius.
I want to thank everybody for listening once again. We had a lot of really great feedback, a lot of great reception to all the stuff that we do. I don't think we're going to do a dry eye segment tonight because I think we've had enough. I think my drink is smoking, so I think let's just leave it at that. So the first thing I want to talk about today is I want to talk about Ozzy Osbourne.
What? Oh yeah, he died. Wow.
Right.
Isaiah, he was a big influence in your life, right?
Well, not really, but the thing is that I want to take a moment of silence.
Okay.
Right. I want to take a moment of silence for the bat that Ozzy.
He bit the head.
He bit the head off a bat. And I want to take a moment of silence for the bat that he bit the head off of.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. It'll be a very short moment of silence. Okay. I think we're done. Okay, so so basically I just want to start with that too. Another thing that I'm really upset about too is that Ozzy Osbourne got all this attention, but Chuck Mangione died too. And
Yeah.
does anybody know that Chuck Mangione died?
Yeah, they do.
They do?
Yeah, I there was some buzz.
Anyway, so what are our sponsors this evening?
Oh man! All right, so we got what did I get you? The hazy. What is that? Sierra Nevada hazy. See, I don't drink this stuff, but you do. That's why I get it for you. So, and what do you think? Is it up to snuff?
I think Sierra Nevada is a fine sponsor.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean that West Coast stuff I usually don't drink at all.
Oh really?
I don't like that stuff. I
didn't
don't
know
like
this.
that stuff. Sierra Nevada, the West Coast Pale Ale stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like it. I mean, I like it. I'll drink it. But hey, you know what? I really do think that Sierra Nevada is a fine choice.
Okay.
And maybe we could keep them for one more week or one more month.
Okay. So I guess we're going to keep. Finally, we get to keep a sponsor instead of them telling us nope.
Right. And hey, so maybe we'll keep them, and that'd be great. But the thing is, that also you gave me something to drink too. What's it called? A Beelzebub?
It's called a Beelzebub. It's called a Batang. But I hope I'm pronouncing this right. A Batanga.
A Patanga. What is that?
Batanga.
Is that Portuguese?
It could be, but I think it's Mexican. It's tequila, lime, and Coke.
Okay.
It's kind of. I know
All
this is
right,
your
cheers.
first.
Cheers.
Your first
Let's try
taste.
this.
Here, let's see how we do. Wow. See, I like this.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, I like Coke, I like tequila, I like lime, but not together.
Okay, kind of knew that was going to happen. All right, so what do we got for topics today?
All right, so the thing is that I know that Confucius has been in trouble with the law a couple times. He's been in trouble with the law a couple times, and I think that we need to air this out. And so, therefore, do you have like a law story when you've been in trouble with the law that you want to share?
Well, I was never really in trouble with the law. I mean, I think I seem to avoid being in trouble with the law. I mean, I've been pulled over by law enforcement many, 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 many times, and they've always let me go. Mm-hmm. So I don't see how that's trouble.
Well, what about the time when you almost electrocuted a cop?
Well, see, that's the thing. So I think I was with you. We were coming back from a bar, and the crazy thing is we're driving, and you said, "Hey, you ever get pulled over by cops?" I'm like, "Nah, come on." And all of a sudden, there were flashing lights behind us. I'm just like, "Oh, no way!" And so we get pulled over. And, we do the whole, license, registration, pen test, whatever it is, whatever the test is. And the guys, he says, "Okay, you guys just go home. Come on." All right, so we're going to go home. And then all of a sudden I can't start my car. So I run out and I flag the policeman down. I'm like, "Listen, I can't start my car. I need to jump." He's like, "Oh, Jesus." So he comes over and, sets it all up. And he opens up his hood. I got my jumper cables, but I'm like staring into his engine compartment because I'm like, what? I had no idea what was going on. I didn't understand the battery. I didn't understand anything. And then the cop grabs the the cables from my hands. Says, let me do it, and all of a sudden sparks are like a flying because I accidentally hooked it up wrong on my end. So meanwhile, the Daze is in the passenger seat. See sparks flying like the 4th of July, and I was like, oh shit, I messed it up. Anyway, the car started. We got out of there. The cop was not too happy, but I wouldn't call that trouble.
Okay. All right. So, what about the time when there was a story where you were allegedly not wearing pants?
All right. So I came back from a trip, and I dropped off some pictures to get developed. This is back in the days when people developed pictures.
And people wore pants.
Well, yeah, I was wearing shorts. I mean, maybe that's where the confusion comes in. But so anyway. I go back to pick up my pictures. I had a great trip over in Europe somewhere, and I was excited to see all these pictures that I took, Again, this is back in the day when you had to bring film to get developed. It's not like you have cell phones now. Anyway, so...
What year was this, you think?
Oh, my God, 80, 90, something. Anyway, so... I got my pictures. It was great. I was looking at them in my car. I was like, oh, my God, yeah, this is awesome. So... I go home, and like a couple of days later, I get the call from a police station saying, like, yeah, you need to call the Westport Police Department and blah blah blah. So I was like, what? So anyway, I didn't even call him. I went right down to the police station, like, what is this about? And talked to the detective who got the complaint, and he's like, so yeah, we got this complaint. First he goes like, all right, so what were you doing were you in this parking lot? I'm like, yeah, I was in that parking lot. I was getting some pictures back from the developers. He's like, oh yeah, where'd you go? I'm like, oh, I went to this and blah blah blah. He's like, oh yeah, did you have a good time? Yeah, it was fun. It was awesome. And he's like, well, the reason you're here is because we got a complaint that you were in your car with no pants on. And I'm like, what? I'm looking at pictures in my car. Like, I'm just, what do you mean? No, why would I have no pants on? It's like, anyway, so for some reason, I was in my, I have to say that I was in an El Camino. So I'm in Westport, Connecticut. So people are probably like, ooh, this is trouble. They don't like seeing El Caminos in the Westport parking lot. So I assume somebody wanted to, I don't know, complain about the riffraff. I don't know. Anyway, so I explained to the cops, like, dude, just looking at pictures, man, and it was a non-issue, but apparently it was somebody complaining about my car.
Okay. I mean, I know that you. I mean, these stories I've heard over the years, and I was witness to one of them, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty factual. Is that you had a little bit brushes with the law.
But the thing of it is, I've never been to jail. I've never been arrested. I've been questioned 8 million times.
Okay, well, that's one of the reasons why I bring it up, because maybe we should talk about the 7 million other times.
I guess it was a bit exaggeration there. Maybe there's only been like 5.
But thinking about laws too and breaking laws too is that in our last podcast, we got flagged for breaking the law.
What? Oh.
What
is that?
And I mean, I don't want to point any fingers at the artist involved.
I think we already did though.
Oh, okay. I don't think we need to be coy. I think we can really say something about Madonna here, and that the fact is that laws. Do we really need them? Because basically, don't they restrict you?
Yeah, I don't like laws.
Right. So I'm just saying is that we were a victim of laws.
We were,
and we got flagged. We got flagged.
Yeah.
We got flagged for using a small, minuscule portion of somebody's work.
So here's my thing, man. I think we were advertising. I think we were. This is a kind of a cool little thing. Maybe I think after that episode, people sought out that song. Like, hey, listen, I haven't heard this since 1980, whatever. So we're doing her a favor. It's like, so she should pay us.
What, people still listen to Madonna?
I think so.
Yeah.
If it's
like Elvis, right? People like that stuff, right?
They do.
Love me tender.
Hey, no singing.
Okay, sorry. So anyway, no, because I do a really great impersonation of Elvis.
Says you.
Says me, and but
Wait, do an Elvis like in his like last like say couple of days. Now that is spot on.
Oh. So is that no, I've been working on my Elvis. All that stuff that he does. Yeah. So, but no, I am not an Elvis impersonator. I will not
yet,
do
anyway.
that. I will not today. I am
Maybe
not
in a
one.
couple of years you'll.
Well, hey, if the money's right, I'll go out to Vegas and do some Elvis impersonations. You probably could find somebody better to do it, but we'll see. But I mean, but getting back to like laws and why do we need them? I mean, they're kind of restrictive. They're troubling. We got into trouble last podcast because we used a very minuscule portion of Madonna's song, right? But hey, we're not here. That's her material. We're not here. So, but another thing, because we don't get paid.
Wait, we're not supposed to sing. Sorry.
So, we don't get political on this show, right? But there was one time, because we don't really care for politics, right? But the thing is, there was one time when we visited this really cool guy and with a really cool name up in Maine. And the thing is that, and we don't get political, right? But we started seeing all these political signs all up and down the road, right? So the thing is that we saw this sign. It was like, vote for Lepage. Vote for Lepage. Right? And we don't know anything about politics. We don't care.
I love this guy.
Right.
His
So
name is awesome.
yeah, right. So we were just subjected to the name and liked the name.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But then later we learned.
Wow.
When we the really cool guy with the really cool name.
Yeah. I don't know if we can get into this. It's a little.
What? But about urine baths?
Yeah. I mean.
It's a little bit off kilter.
I'm going to say maybe we should not mention this. I mean, really? We should talk? Really? We could talk about this?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Oh, well, that's right. because we mentioned the person's name, right? Are we going to get sued by this guy now, too?
Yeah, we better move on.
Okay, we're going to move on. So anyway, all right. So let's talk a little bit more about like bringing it back a little bit to let's bring it back to something a little bit more lighter, like Lightfoot. No, we're not gonna do that because we're gonna talk about Michael McDonald. and right. So what are your thoughts about Michael McDonald?
Well, I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
Really? Why?
He's kind of annoying, right? Every time you hear his, it's just too much.
You don't like that stuff?
No, I do not.
All right. Well,
maybe in the yacht rock.
And what I mean, what about the terminology of yacht rock? Right? Is it misnamed?
No. I mean,
is it true?
It's
is it true?
spot on.
I mean,
Come
Steely
on.
Dan fight.
Well,
Steely
I
and
don't
Dan.
I don't like Steely Dan being lumped in with yacht rock because I think Steely Dan is its own thing. It should not be lumped in with yacht rock. I mean, come on.
Oh, they agree. I mean, I think Dan Fogelberg and
Dan Fogelberg.
well, yeah, with Fogelberg, right? That's his
He's
name.
yacht rock.
What, Dan Fogelberg? Isn't he?
No, he's
Steely Dan.
Fagan. Dan Fagan.
Oh yeah, right. All right, same thing.
Donald Fagan.
Yeah, right.
We need to have a couple
thing.
more beers. Come on.
No, same thing, right? So
pretty much.
Right. So yeah, I mean, it's like the enunciation, right? Is it the problem? Is that the enunciation? Because he's got a good tone, right? He's like, what's the boop right?
It's like I think the octave, or the the wherever he puts his voice is just too much.
I keep forget what
the low stuff, okay, but the like falsetto stuff I can't handle. I mean, come on, man. No one needs to hear that.
No, that's cool, man. That's cool. It's kind of, all right, so how about getting back? All right, sorry, I'm going to bring up my favorite of course, Mr. Loggins. But, what about a song like Danny's song, right? Even though don't got money.
I didn't know that was a... I know the song. I didn't know it was a him.
That's off the Loggins and Messina first album. That's their first album.
No way.
That's their first album.
Wow, I gotta brush up on this stuff.
Yeah, but Danny's song, yeah. Even though we don't got money. I mean,
Okay.
I'm still in love.
All right, enough of this music stuff, dude. Stop
All right,
singing.
all right, okay. So how about
Stop
we talk?
singing, man.
All right, let's change it to Popeye.
Popeye.
Right. Well, the reason why I want to bring up Popeye is in the public domain.
What? Now?
What?
What's he doing?
Well, not that. It was a little, but I'm just saying is that he's in the public domain. That you can utilize the Popeye character for your own purposes.
No way. It's all clear. So, like, Madonna can't sue us because we're using Popeye? Is that what you're saying?
Popeye can't sue us, and you know why?
Because we're using Madonna?
No, 3 movies have come out this year that have Popeye as like a serial killer.
No way.
One is Popeye the Slayer Man. Popeye the Slayer Man, and there are 2 others. I have not seen any of them. But the thing is that they have made like these horror movies utilizing Popeye the Sailor Man.
So the whole what am I trying to say?
And these are real movies. These are not AI movies.
The whole copyright's ran out on Popeye, so you can just do anything with Popeye?
Right. And then once this copyright becomes out of date, you can utilize it and make derivative works.
Nice.
So people are make derivative works of like Popeye.
You go, like, girl. Where's my spinach can?
Well, that's the thing is that it's radioactive spinach that they're talking about in one of these films. Yes. Radioactive spinach. That's one of the catalysts of the thing out there.
Okay.
Because I watched the trailers. Yes, I watched the trailers. Yes. All right, come on. Can someone resist? No. But anyway, I can't.
Apparently you can.
Right. All right. Maybe others can resist, but I can't. So I watched this Popeye the Slayer Man, and I would not watch the film. I will not watch the film. I promise you. But no, actually, I can't promise. I can't promise.
I think you're gonna watch it, dude.
I can't promise you I won't watch the film someday. Just like the Thanksgiving film. There was a Thanksgiving killer film that came
Roth.
out. Yeah, Eli Roth. Yeah. I mean, that interested me, but I didn't see it. You saw that, though, didn't you?
No, but I want to see it because you told me there was a sequel, so I better...
All right.
I better see the first one before the second one.
This Thanksgiving, the evil killer and Thanksgiving 1 is coming back for Thanksgiving 2.
I can't believe they're a sequel.
Yeah, they did.
Anyway, all right, let's move on to some other stuff.
All right, let's move on. So another thing too is I want to talk about corporate advertising. Because I'm serious, Confucius, and please, Confucius, tell me if this is a good idea or not. I want to change my name.
What?
I want to change my name to.
Days it?
No, I want to change my name permanently.
What?
And I'm thinking that maybe that if I change my name to a certain thing, that they'll hook me up with like some money for like advertising.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm thinking if I change my name, like because they have like on the stadiums they have like all these corporate sponsors.
Okay.
I was thinking about individual corporate sponsorship.
Yeah. So change your name.
Like change my name to Geico.
You know what? It suits you though, because I'll call you Geico right now, dude. Geico, yeah.
Or no, but don't call me Geico until they're giving me money.
Oh, okay. Because
how about Liberty Mutual? How about MetLife? I mean,
I like Geico.
MetLife. Anyway, so
I like Geico, dude. I've called you Geico from now on.
And I'm thinking that too. It would be very smart for a lot of these corporate, and like for advertising too, is that to pay people to put tattoo logos on themselves. That
happens. They do that. That's a thing that's happening. I'm sure if you Google that, you're gonna Google.
Well, they're not contacting me because
that's their problem.
If they want to put Geico on my back and give me a couple of $100,
you are Geico.
I'm open to that. But also on my car too I'm thinking too is that if they want to put like Domino's Pizza, we see it all around the neighborhood and everything like that. If they want to put like a permanent Domino's Pizza on my car to advertise for them and pay me money,
I'm pretty sure they do that already, dude. I think you're like behind the curve. I mean, this stuff is happening, dude.
But is it basically looking like a NASCAR? Is that basically that's where I want to go with this? Is I want to look like a NASCAR, but make sure that everybody that's
so you're cool with all the tattoos and everything.
Body real estate.
There you go.
Come on, you heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
So,
All right. What else we got?
All right, what else do we have? What do we have for you today?
What is our time, by the way?
All right, we're getting close to wrapping it up, but I think we still got time for a couple more things that we could talk about. So, like, all right. So I think that I don't know. Do we have time to talk about the rave that we visited?
Oh my God, that was awesome. That was awesome.
And this is like 20 years ago.
Probably 30. All right. But that was one of my favorite Dazed moments. Dazed came up. We went to the Horseshoe, whatever, and then we went to some bar. And then Dazed goes, "Where's the rave at?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "The rave." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "All right, let me talk to the bartender." So Dazed goes over, talks to the bartender. He's like, "All right, the rave's in New Haven." I'm like, "What? First of all, what the hell is a rave?" And do I really want to drive? Yep. So we drove to New Haven. We're driving around the streets of New Haven, asking people where the rave is at. And now I'm like, what the hell is a rave? And I can't believe people are like pointing, "It's over there." I'm like, really? So we get to the rave, and I'm just blown away that it's, what is it? It's 3 o'clock in the morning, right? It's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's late.
And it is like a party happening. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And there are like cops outside, like, yep, okay, guiding people in. It's like totally legit. I'm like, what? This is like crazy. And then you go inside, and I'm hearing the music I've never heard in my life. I'm like, this is just awesome. This is just awesome. I couldn't believe it. It was like, this is just great. And then some 18-year-old girl comes up to me and goes, "Do you have any E?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? What is E? Like, why are you even talking to me?" Anyway, it was such an eye-opening experience, and but after that, the music really, really stuck with me, and I sought that music out afterwards.
All right, thank you. Yeah, man, that's a great retelling of the story that actually happened, 100% accurate. And the thing is that for those of the folks that do not know what an E is, it is ecstasy, Molly.
I had no clue what that was.
And I'm not. Yeah, I still don't know what it meant. What it meant, but it was a great time. It was a great time.
It was unbelievable. It was like back in the 90s, right? It was like so early on in the whole rave thing. Oh, well, I was a little late to the party, I guess, but
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's the rave thing and everything, but it was a very memorable experience for both of us.
Yes, it was, and it really changed my view of music, and I totally got into that electronic, like EDM stuff,
which you're still into today.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, totally.
Like, what kind of stuff are you listening to today?
Well, it's actually still old school stuff of the EDM shit, but all right, now we don't need to talk about this. Let's move on to another topic.
Move away from like the Brian Eno kind of crap.
No, that's not EDM. That's like ambient. It's different,
Well, I think we're starting to wrap up for today.
Yeah, because we're talking about stuff that people don't care about. So.
No. I mean, I'm sure that everybody listening to this show is definitely caring about it. And thank you, everybody, for continuing to listen to our show, audio media podcasts. And the thing is that we really, really love to hear some feedback. What do you want us to talk about? So, because I think that we have on these there's a link to try to tell, hey, talk about this, talk about that, and we're open to do that too. That would be yeah. I think we have a link. When you listen to the podcast, to give us some feedback. So we a lot of people don't want to listen to feedback, but we want feedback. What do you want to listen? You want us to talk about? What do you want us to drink? What do you want us to think? Hey, we're open. We're open.
That. What do you want us to drink? What do you want us to think?
And we're all open to it. So I think that what we're going to do is, do we have some ending music? So don't play any Madonna, please.
But no, we don't have. We never have outro music, right? Isn't the thing?
I don't know. I mean, should we do that intro music out? All right, let's do it. That's grooving. You've been listening to Dejed and Confucius. Carry on.